Important third down. To throw is Kaiser. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun, Kaiser. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll throw here, Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Great! Set!
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Come on now.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Great. Gun. We're going to set. 180. 8. Great. Alert 3.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. You know, the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Kaiser. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Ohio! Watch the run!
Play action now, Kaiser. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Kaiser now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Not today, you are. Not today.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Express! Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Hey, hey. Safety creep. Hey, hey. Check, 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 check. Hey!
On 1st and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Newton now on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll run forward with Anderson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Gun. Check. Gun. Watch the twist.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flex round. You got 4. You got 4 down.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. To throw, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
Ohio!
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3-3. Ohio! Ohio! Check hot route. Hot. Hot. Shit. Hot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Ohio! Ohio! Hey. We got three. Three down. Hot! Take four. Ohio!
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers have moved out in front. Elliott on for the extra point.
Oh, yeah!
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action. Kaiser. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Kaiser now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kaiser. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down, Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Everyone's got four down. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 99, check 99. Ohio!
Kaiser on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down, 3 down. Kill, kill, kill. Take the edge, take the edge. Go, go.
Kaiser to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now on second down. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Wide, get wide. You go tight. You got tight. Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Shift! Watch the shift! Go, go, go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Kaiser. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey. Great.
On second down, here's Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
24. Hey, get right there. Get right there. All day. Big edge. Check 31. Great. No. Off.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Newton on first down. He fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
I'm coming back.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. Express! Hey. Set. 180. Gun. 24. Express! Great.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey.
Check. Lucky.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
Check. Crunch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles when he was playing.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Hey, you set, but ain't. Do something.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, hey.
Watch the edge.
Great.
Check 24.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Gun. Hey. 8.
Who's that?
Express.
24 is the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Ohio. Flex round.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Ohio. 53 is the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're over.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Me and my bite, not lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way.